Now, before we dive into the course content, I'd like to give you a teaser or a taste of what you'll be able to do by the end of the course. So this is going to be one example that's based on one topic that's covered in one subsection of the course. Now, because this is a teaser lecture, I'm not going to explain the technical aspect of how am I doing this, because I'm going to teach you how to do this as you go through the course. For now, just sit back and enjoy this lecture. And after this lecture, we're going to dive into the course content where you'll learn how to do things like this and much, much more. So in this video, I'm going to give you an example of hacking this Windows computer from this Linux machine. So in this example, I'm going to use a program called Beef, which is a browser exploitation framework. I'm going to launch it from here. And the way this works is it uses a JavaScript code to hook a target computer. And then once a computer is hooked, we'll be able to run a number of commands. Now to do that, I'm going to use a man-in-the-middle attack to automatically inject the hook code for Beef. So I'm going to use a tool called man-in-the-middle-f, and I'm going to do an ARP spoofing attack, and I'm going to give it my network interface, and I'm going to give it the gateway, and I'm going to give it the target IP address, which is the address of the Windows machine. Then I'm going to tell it that I want you to inject a JavaScript URL, and I'm going to give it the location where the hook code is stored. I'm going to hit enter, and that's it running. Now I know this looks very complicated, you don't know where I got the options from, all of this looks confusing, but again, don't worry about that. We're going to talk about this and go through this step by step, so it'll be very easy for you. Right now, all you need to understand is this program is going to inject the hook code, so the code that allows Beef to hack into that computer, into the browser of the target person, so that the code will run without the person even knowing. So I'm going to go to my Windows machine, I'm going to run the web browser, and I'm just going to go to any website, so I'm just going to go to bing.com. Now, if we go back to the Kali machine, you'll see that we have the IP address of the target person under the hooked browsers. And if we click on the Commands tab, you'll see a large number of categories with commands that you can run on the target computer. Again, we'll talk about that later in future videos. What I'm interested in is a plugin which allows us to show a notification bar on the